The silence surrounding Okamoto's decision was deafening. Yet in a stunning and utterly unexpected turn, the decisive move wasn't broken by his agent, nor by a major league insider with a reputation for scoops, but rather dictated with absolute certainty by a local Pittsburgh newspaper, framing the move not as a negotiation, but as a necessary destiny. It's an unprecedented level of local conviction that suggests this deal is not just done, it's already written into the fabric of the team's future. Welcome to 603 Snap News, where we dive into the deep-cut analysis of how a local headline can carry more weight than a $1 million press conference, dissecting why Pittsburgh believes it already owns the rights to one of Japan's most formidable sluggers. Let's be brutally honest. When we talk about a Japanese superstar transitioning to Major League Baseball, the natural assumption is always the bright lights, the East Coast media frenzy, or the West Coast comfort zone. But Pittsburgh? This is where the narrative twists, and frankly, it's genius. The local papers aren't just hoping for Okamoto, they are actively framing the choice as the only logical move for a player of his caliber looking for serious long-term growth. One local daily news outlet put it bluntly, stating, "The possibility of Okamoto moving to the Pirates is high." While teams like the Angels are corroding away, directionless amidst repeated reconstruction attempts in the AL West, the Pirates are marching toward becoming a legitimate competitive team. Tied down by recent colossal league-worst contracts handed to others, Pittsburgh should be the obvious choice for Okamoto. They're not just selling hope, they are selling a genuine pathway. Pittsburgh, according to their own media, offers Okamoto a place where he will be respected, developed, and given a real chance at winning behind a powerful pitching staff, rather than enduring seasons of perennial losing, like Ohtani suffered for so many years. That is a stunningly deep commentary, and it speaks volumes about the level of expectation. When local media is ready to elevate a player before he even signs, it means they see him not as a supplemental piece, but as the foundational power needed to stabilize the offense. This immediately shuts down the inevitable counterargument, the skeptics who always cry foul, insisting the NPB transition is too difficult, or that the difference in pitching velocity will stifle a slugger. They say Okamoto will struggle to hit 10 home runs in the first half of the season against MLB's elite breaking balls. But those people are missing the core technical data point that makes this move almost guaranteed success, his exit velocity profile. Okamoto isn't just a home run hitter, he's an elite hard contact specialist. His hard hit percentage on balls traveling over 150 kilometers per hour is astronomical, often surpassing even Murakami's figures in crucial moments. We are talking about consistent world-class bat speed. An elite scout, who we'll call Source Gamma, recently noted that if you look at the underlying metrics, Okamoto's raw power translates instantly. He might struggle with location for a month, but his bat speed is truly major league ready. He's not going for 40 home runs instantly, but if he bats 5th or 6th, relieving that initial pressure, a season ending with 20-25 home runs and an OPS north of 800 is simply the baseline expectation, not a hopeful outcome. That OPS target, that magic .800 mark, is considered definitive success in a player's initial MLB campaign, and for Okamoto, it feels like the floor. This brings us to the central conflict. Why choose a smaller market, seemingly out of the spotlight? The answer is legacy and control. The Pirates aren't looking for a savior. They are looking for a stabilizer, a clean slate environment where a star can truly grow without the suffocating pressure of a toxic, losing culture fueled by bloated contracts and absent management. This move is about avoiding the Ohtani tragedy, the sacrificial lamb effect, where brilliant individual performance is utterly wasted on teams that refuse to pivot toward competitiveness. By taking the Pittsburgh path, Okamoto secures guaranteed playing time, a respected role as a cleanup or protection hitter, and the development necessary to succeed long-term. He is being set up for ultimate triumph, not immediate fanfare. I genuinely believe this is practically confirmed. The narrative is too tight, the local reporting too definitive. If the initial projection is 20-25 home runs, I think that is drastically understated, particularly for the second half of the season. We always see NPB players struggle initially, only to make a massive adjustment midway through their first year. I predict a slow April-May, perhaps hitting around 230, but by the time August rolls around, he will be absolutely demolishing pitches, finishing the year with a shocking run that pushes him closer to 30 home runs. Why? Because the Pirates are viewing him as a central pillar, not a complementary piece. They are fully expecting him to anchor the middle of the order. The local evaluation, calling him a central axis player, tells us exactly how highly they rate his potential. This isn't a gamble. It's a calculated investment in foundational strength. The true plot twist here isn't where he signs, but the realization that by choosing a franchise committed to the future of competition, Okamoto is positioning himself perfectly for a second, even larger contract with a contender down the line, ensuring that his prime years are spent chasing championships, not merely chasing statistics on a perpetually failing roster. The season will end. The final numbers will be tabulated, and I strongly suspect we will look back at this Pittsburgh prediction and marvel at how right they were, celebrating a successful transition few outside of that local paper truly foresaw. We are watching a potential legend map out a perfect three-dimensional chess move for his career. If you want to keep up with every major move in Japanese baseball and MLB, make sure to show your support by hitting that like button, sharing this definitive analysis with your fellow fans, and of course, subscribing to 603 Snap News for more insider commentary. Do you think the local media's confidence is justified? And is 30 home runs truly within reach for Okamoto in his first MLB season? Let us know your predictions in the comments below.